परमंश परिव्राजकाचार्य सुतद सदस्यमान भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। आनंद कोटि वैष्णव की जय। नामाचार्य श्री रविदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपिनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंड की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवद्वीप धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। यमुना माई की जय। तुलसी देवी की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। नववेद भक्तवृंद की जय। All glories to the Lord. All glories to the Lord. All glories to the Lord. Thank you very much. नमे विदुषुरगणा प्रभवं नमहर्षय अहमादिधि देवानां Maharsinancha Sarvasa. So Lord Krishna says that nobody knows him. Aham Adidhi Devana. If you what to speak of the human society, even you take the demigods who are more intelligent and more advanced than the human society in other planets, they also do not know. And Maharshaya means that seven great sages, their planet is near the pole star. You have seen it, that like asking questions, 7 stars. So these stars are different planets for different great sages. They also do not know. So, Name Vidussuragana Prabhavangana Maharsaya Aham Adirhi Devana. I am the original, I am the source of all these Maharsaya, all these demigods. He is the father of everyone. Maharsinancha Sarvasa. I am not only the origin of these demigods, but I am also the origin of all these great sages. That means he is the origin of this universe. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is very nicely described how this universal form took place and how Brahma was created, and from Brahma the rishis were created, how population increased generally. These descriptions are there. So actually, he is the origin. Janmadasya jata, as it is said in the Vedanta Sutra, everything is emanating from him. So, he is also, according to this version, he is also origin of Paramatma, the super soul. And he is also the origin of Nirvishesh or impersonal Brahma Jyoti. Because it is said, Aham Adidhi Devanang Maharsinancha Sarvasa. Sarvasa means anything that you have any conception of all them, I am the Supreme Source. So therefore, as it is stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam, the absolute truth is realized in 3 phases. That Vadanti tat tattavida satyam jat jnanam advayam. Advayam means non-duality. One. The one supreme truth, absolute truth is realized in 3 phases. Brahmeti, Paramatmiti, Bhagavaniti sabdati. Realization, I mean personal Brahman, or the glowing effulgence, just like sunshine. Then the localized super soul. Then Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And there are many expansions of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Narayan, Adokhaja, there are many innumerable planets in the spiritual world, and all of them are emanation from the Krishna planet, and the Krishna planet, the Supreme Deity is Krishna. This description we have got in several Vedic literatures, Brahma Samhita, and Vedanta Sutra, and Bhagavat, in Puranas, in Upanishad, everywhere these descriptions are there. Those who are scholarly students, they will get information, and the whole thing is summarized in Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita is known also as Gita-Upanishad. At the end of every chapter, you will find these things are written Gitasu Upanishadshu. It is one of the Upanishads. You have read Upanishad. The Bhagavad Gita is also one of the Upanishads, and therefore Bhagavad Gita is known as Gita Upanishad. So, if nobody knows the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then how he can be known? If he is not known to the demigods, if he is known to the great sages, then how he can be known? Yes, he can be known. He can be known in this way. When the Supreme Lord comes before you and he reveals himself before you, then you can. You cannot know by your imperfect senses. Our senses are imperfect. Several times we have described in this meeting that our senses cannot realize the supreme truth. Atasya Krishna namadi na 𝗍𝗿𝗯𝗵𝘂𝗽. Our senses are so imperfect, and simply by expanding the sense power artificially, speculating, we cannot realize. These are described in different way in different scriptures. So he can be known. How? That is also described. Sevanamukhihi jivhadu svayameva spurattada. When you become in a submissive attitude and you chant jivhadu. Jivhadu means the realization begins from the tongue. God realization begins from the tongue. Therefore, the tongue's function is to eat and to vibrate, sound. So these two processes, vibration of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, and eating Krishna Prasad. You cannot allow your tongue to taste anything and everything. If you can control your tongue for eating Krishna Prasad, and if you engage your tongue in vibrating the transcendental sound, Hare Krishna, then Sevanamukhihi jivhadu, by this submissive process, that I surrendered my tongue to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then by controlling the tongue, you are controlling all other senses. You go to a straight line from the tongue to the down, all senses will be controlled. And if you cannot control your tongue, then you cannot control your senses. So the first and foremost thing is that you control your tongue. Don't allow your tongue to taste and everything and anything. Krishna has given us so many nice preparations. Day before yesterday, we are present here, we had feasting, everybody who had tasted, so many nice things we have got. Krishna 𝗦𝗿𝗶𝗹 Purivare jivhajaya saprasad anna dilabhai. Our tongue is very fastidious. He wants to test this, test this. But Krishna is so kind that he gives us varieties of prasadam. So you can taste them, you can satisfy your desire. At the same time, you become spiritually advanced. This is a nice process. This is not that in this association you have to do this. You can learn this art and you can have it in your home. You can also prepare such preparation, nice preparation at your home. Offer to Krishna. That is not very difficult. We every day prepare and offer to Krishna and chant the mantra, 𝗍𝗿𝗶𝗹 𝗠𝗵𝗂𝗋 𝗍𝗿𝗑𝗋 Krishnaya Govindaya Namah. That's all. It is not very hard. Everyone can prepare this food stuff and offer to Krishna and then take it, and then with family members or with friends, you can sit down and chant before the picture of Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, and live a pure life. Just see the result. If every home, every person takes to this principle of understanding Krishna, it will become, the whole world will become Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha means where there is no anxiety. Vaikuntha, Vai means without, and Kuntha means anxiety. This world is full of anxiety. Sada samadvigna dhiyam asadgriha. Because we have accepted this temporary existence of material life, therefore we are always encumbered with anxiety. Just the opposite thing is there in the spiritual world, where the planets are called Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha means without anxiety. We want to be free from anxieties. Everyone is trying to get himself free from anxieties, but he does not know how to get out of these anxieties. This taking shelter of intoxication is no use to get oneself free from anxieties. It is a drug. It is oblivion. Sometimes you forget everything. But again, when you come to a consciousness, the same anxieties and same thing are there. So this will not help you. If you want to be free from anxiety, and if you want actually life eternal with bliss and knowledge, then this is the process. This is the process. You have to understand Krishna. Here it is clearly stated that Name Vidur Suragara, nobody can understand. But there is a way. Sevanmukhihi jivado sami vaspuratana. This is a process. There are several places in Srimad Bhagavatam this process is described in a different way. Just like in one place it is stated that Jnani prayasam mudapasanamantareva sanamukharitang bhavadiyavartam jivanti sanamukharitang bhavadiyavartam thane sthita sutigatang tanuvang manohi je prayasha ajita jita pasistai sthirapyam. It is very nice verse. It is said that Ajita, nobody can know. God's another name is Ajita. Ajita means nobody can conquer him. Nobody can approach him. Therefore his name is Ajita. So Ajita becomes conquered. Ajitopi jitopashi. Although the Lord is unknowable, the Lord is unconquerable, still he is conquered. How? Nastoi sthane sthita. Persons, let them remain in their own position, but adopt this principle. What is that? The principle is the jnane prayasam mudapasa. Give up this nonsense speculation, volumes of books. The world is producing every year volumes of books, and they are useless. After 6 months, there is useless, thrown. So, don't take to that speculative process, this way and that way, this way and that way, because our senses are limited. How you can have the supreme truth known by these imperfect, blunt senses? So, my senses, my speculative power may be greater than you, and another person's speculative power may be greater than me, but nobody can. Here it is clearly stated, Name Suragana. What you are human being, even the Suragana, even the great sages, they cannot. Therefore, the Brahma says that Jnani prayasam mudapasva. Give up this process of so-called knowledge, researching, speculation. Give up. Udapasa means throw it away. Jnana prayasam udapasa namanta eva. Namanta means just become submissive. Just acknowledge yourself that your senses are limited, you are subordinate even to the material nature, and what to think of God. Everyone is subordinate to the control of the Supreme Lord. Mayadhaksena prakriti sacharatmanam. Nobody can be equal or greater than God. Therefore, your qualification should be submissive. Don't waste your time in speculating. Be submissive. Jnana prayasam udapasa namanta eva and sanamukharitang �11𝗶𝗶. Sanamukharitang means just try to hear about the glories of the Supreme Lord from the mouth of realized souls. Don't go to the unauthorized person. Now how you can know? What is the difference between unauthorized and authorized? That you can know also. There is description. That in Bhagavad Gita, you will see who is authorized, who is not authorized. The Lord says, 𝐒𝐫𝐢𝐚𝐵 parampara praptam imang rajasaya vidu. This authority is handed over by disciplic succession. So that's like Krishna is handing over the authority to Arjuna. And Arjuna says, the param brahma param dhama pavitram paramam bhavan. So if we follow the Arjuna's process, and if we try to understand as Arjuna understood, then the authority is there. It is not very, very difficult to understand who is authority. So sthane sthita sutigatang tunumang jnana prayasam udapasa namanta sanmukha. You have to find out that authority. That's all. That authority you have to find out and remain in your place and try to hear submissively everything. Sameva surattava. As soon as you become submissive and hear from authorities, then the whole thing will reveal within yourself. God is always ready to be revealed to you. But how does He reveal? He reveals as soon as you become submissive, you become devotee, you become Krishna conscious, you just follow the path traversed by the great Mahajans, great Acharyas, then it is everything is known. Although he is not known even to the demigods, even to the great sages, he can be known to you at your home. Ajitopi jitapasi, although he is unconquerable. If you adopt this process, so we have to adopt the process only. Otherwise, if you don't adopt the process, there is no alternative. You cannot know, because greater personalities than us, than the human society, the Deva, I mean Suragana, Suragana means the demigods, they cannot know. And if you follow this principle to understand the Supreme Lord, personality of Godhead, then what will be the result? It is stated here. Jumam ajam anadincha vetti loko maheswaram asangmula samarteshu sarva papai pramichyate. Sarva papai pramichyate. As soon as you understand thoroughly, you can understand thoroughly. This is the process. And how you understand? The standard of understanding, is that the Supreme Lord is anadi. He is the cause of all causes, but he is not caused by any other cause. He has no other cause. Just like Krishna is stated, Ishara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadi Radi Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Karana means cause. And he is the cause of all causes. To understand Krishna, the Supreme Lord, is to thoroughly be convinced that he is the cause of all cause. Jomam anadi. Anadi means he has no other cause. Sarvaloka Maheshwara. And he is the proprietor. He is the master, he is the proprietor of all planets, either in this material world or in the spiritual world. Sarvaloka Maheshwaram asangamula, not accepting blindly. Don't accept blindly. You have God has given you power of reasoning, power of arguments, but don't argue falsely. The process is, that is also mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya. If you want to understand the transcendental science, then you have to follow this principle. What is that? Tadvidhi pranipatena. You have to surrender you, the same thing. Just like 𝗏𝗏𝗶𝗹, unless you become submissive, you cannot be a surrendered soul. And where? Where? The pranipat, where you will find a person that here is a person where I can surrender. Then that means you have to make a little test where to surrender. That much knowledge you must have. Don't surrender to any nonsense. You have to know how that intelligent and nonsense can be found out. That is also mentioned in the Shastra. That is mentioned in the 𝗏𝗏𝗶𝗹. Tadvidhi pranipatena 𝗏𝗏𝗶𝗹 says that tadvijnanartham sa gurumeva avigachet srotriyam brahmanishtam. This srotriyam means that one who is coming in disciplic succession. And what is the proof that he has come under the disciplic succession? Brahmanishtam. Brahmanishtam means he is fully convinced about the supreme absolute truth. So there you have to surrender. Pranipat. Pranipat means prakishta rupena nipatam. No reservation. If you find out such person, then surrender there. Pranipat. And try to serve him, try to please him, and question him, the whole thing will be. You have to find out such an authoritative person and surrender unto him. Surrendering unto him means surrendering unto God, because he is God's representative. But you are allowed to make questions, not to waste time, but to understand. That is called purification. These are the process. So everything is there. We have simply to adopt it. But if we don't adopt the process and simply waste our time by intoxication and speculation and all nonsensical activities, that is not possible ever. You'll never understand what is God. Because God is ununderstandable. It's not understandable by the demigods and by the great sages. What is our tiny thoughts? So, these are the processes. And if we follow asangamula, if you follow the principles and slow but sure, asangamula, without any doubt, if you that is the pratyaksham abhagavam dharma. If you follow, you will understand yourself. Yes, I am getting something. It is not that you are in blind. You are blindly following. As you follow the principles, you will understand. Just like if you eat proper nourishing foodstuff, you will feel yourself strength and your hunger satisfied. You haven't got to ask anybody. You will feel yourself. Similarly, if you come to the proper path and if you follow the principles, you will understand. Yes, I am making progress. So pratyakkham, in the 9th chapter, we have said, pratyakkham abhagavam dharma susukham. And it is very easy. And you can do in happy mood. And what is the process? To chant Hare Krishna and eat Krishna prasad and study Bhagavad Gita philosophy, hear nice musical sound. Is it very difficult? Is it very difficult? Not at all. No. So by this process, you will be asangamula. Nobody can cheat you. But if you want to be cheated, there are so many cheaters. So don't make a cheater and cheated society. Just follow the parampara system as is prescribed in the Vedic literature, as it is recommended by Krishna. Try to understand it from the authoritative source and try to apply it in your life. Then asangamudha samateshu. Mateshu means, matta means those who are eligible for dying, who are these conditioned souls, beginning from Brahma down to the insignificant end. They are all martya. Martya means there is a time when they will die. So martyeshu, amongst the dying mortals, he becomes the most intelligent. Asangamura samarteshu. Why? Sarva papai vimicchati. He is freed from all kinds of reactions of sinful action. In this world, in this material world, I mean to say, knowingly or unknowingly, we are all always committing sinful acts. So we have to get out of this reaction. And how to get out of it? That is also stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Jagyartha karmannatra lokam karma vandana. If you do act only for Krishna, Jagga means Vishnu or Krishna. If you only act for Krishna, then you are freed from the reaction of anything. Subha, follow it. We do something auspicious or inauspicious. But those who are in Krishna consciousness and acting in that way, he has nothing to do with what is auspicious or inauspicious, because he is in touch with the most auspicious, Krishna. So therefore, sarva papai pramudhyate, and he becomes freed from all reactions of sinful activities. So this is the process. And if we adopt this process, so ultimately we can get in touch with Krishna and our life becomes successful. The process is very simple and everyone can adopt. Thank you. Any question?
Hare Krishna. Who all know Krishna? Yes. Nilmani Krishna. Sudhamshuru?
Nobody can.
Tell some bodies. Yes.
The great sages, Maharishi, they don't know Krishna. The demigods, they don't know Krishna. So that way no one can understand.
Haribo. How did Prabhupada explain the word Sarvashaha? Sarvashaha means? Yes, Arjuneshwar.
Prabhupada says Sarvasva means everything else. So Krishna is the cause of everything.
A little more in Prabhupada words. Ujjwal Nilmani Prabhu.
Any kind of conception we have, any sources, like we cannot understand.
Haribo. Sarvasha means anything that you have any conception of all them, I am the Supreme Source. Still something very precisely Prabhupada said, which is not so much visible in the verse. I'll give you a hint. Prabhupada's Pranati Mantra. Yes.
He said he is the source of impersonal Brahman, Paramatma.
Haribol.
And also he adds other expansions like Narayan etc. And he also tells he's source of all planets also, Krishna Lok, little bit.
Yes. Just before that he said, according to this version, he is also origin of Paramatma, the super soul, and he is also the origin of Nirvishesh or impersonal Brahma Jyotir. Because it is said, Aham Adir Hi Devanam Maharshinam Cha Sarvasha. Sarvasha means anything that you have any conception of. I am the Supreme. What is another word for Bhagavad Gita? Yes, Mataji. And why?
Words for Bhagavad Gita is Gita Upanishad, Gita Su and Upanishad Su. Prabhupada said these three.
Why?
Because Bhagavad Gita is also Upanishad. So if you read Bhagavad Gita, you read all the Upanishads.
Haribo. How can Krishna be known? Here it is said nobody can know him. So how to know? Sushant Prabhu.
Prabhupada explains in two verses. The first way is that Ata Sri Krishna Namadi Bhavit Graha Indriya. So by Krishna cannot be known by anyone. But if we know that our senses are imperfect, and if we engage all our senses into the service of Krishna, starting with our tongue, if we engage our tongue in chanting the Hare Krishna mantra and eating Krishna prasadam, then we can gradually convert our senses, and by this process we can know Krishna. This is the first one. The second way Prabhupada said that the Ajit verse, he said
that you tell, keep it for future. Haribo. If you can control your tongue for eating Krishna Prasad, and if you engage your tongue in vibrating the transcendental sound Hare Krishna, Sevan Mukhe Javado, then you can understand. How to control all the senses? Yes, sir.
By controlling our tongue, we can control all our senses.
Haribo. By this submissive process that I surrender my tongue to the Supreme Personality Godhead, then by controlling the tongue, you control all the other senses. You go to a straight line from the tongue to the down, tongue, belly, genitals. All senses will be controlled. And if you cannot control your tongue, then you cannot control your senses. So the first and foremost thing is that you control your tongue. Don't allow your tongue to test anything and everything. Krishna has given nice prasad. Krishna 𝗦𝗿𝗶𝗹. Why has Krishna given us varieties of prasadam? Arjuneshwar bro. Okay, he has. Forgot the name. Nadiya Chandra bro.
So that we do not taste this and that, and we advance in Krishna consciousness.
Haribol. Just in Prabhupada's words, if Krishna has given us varieties of prasadam, so you can test them, you can satisfy your desire. At the same time, you become spiritually advanced. This is a nice process. So we have so many desires, especially tongue craves for eating varieties of foodstuffs and tasty, palatable foodstuffs. So Krishna eats all foodstuffs, means within vegetarian category, and they are unlimited in number, and devotee can satisfy his desire and also become advanced in spiritual life. Is it that we have to come to temple only to get this prasad, or what is supposed to be done? Yes, sir.
In home also can prepare and offer to the Lord and taste prasad. Anywhere.
Offer Namo Brahmani Devaya, Go Brahmani Hitaya Cha, Jagat Hitaya Krishnaya, Govindaya Namo Nama. Offer it, keep it for some time, then it becomes prasad, then you can take. Haribol. How to convert the whole world into Vaikuntha?
Prabhupada claimed that in every home, if they do these two things, that offer prasadam to Krishna and family relatives come together and sit and chant, then whole world can become Krishna conscious.
In every home, every person takes to this principle of understanding Krishna, the whole world will become Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha means there is no anxiety. Why? Without Kunta, anxiety. Haribo! Which verse did he quote for telling the nature of this world? Just here only. Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhupada says, Sada samudvigna dhiyam asad grahat.
Means?
Means this material, we have come in this material world with this material life, and we have to face the anxieties of this material world. And once we go to Vaikuntha, there is no at all any anxiety.
Haribo! Sada samudvigna, udvigna, always anxieties. So Prabhupada narrated, means he described the process. So how many places it is there, this process? And he quoted some particular place. Okay, Tribangopal.
Quoted Brahma Samhita, Vedanta Sutra, Srimad Bhagavatam, and Upanishads, Puranas.
One place you tell. Because notes are in front of me, it's a little difficult for you all. I'll give this thing. From Srimad Bhagavatam he quoted. What he quoted? Yes. Manohar Murari Prabhu.
Sthane sthita srutigatam.
Do you, if you know whole sloka? Okay, no problem.
Just remain in your place and hear from realized souls.
Okay, take care. Haribo. So he described, he explained word by word. So the first word is Jnane Prayasam Udapasya. How did he elaborate on this? Yes.
Prabhupada told Udapasya means throw it away. So this process of speculation, just throw it away.
Particularly something he focused, he elaborated. Sudhanshu bro?
We cannot understand Krishna by our senses because our senses are limited. By knowledge, that's why we cannot understand.
Jnane Prayasam Udapasya. He told something, but Prabhupada elaborated very nicely. Nadiya Chandraprabhu?
Prabhupada told Jnane Prayasam, searching for knowledge. Udapasya is throwing it away.
So how did he? Yes, bro. Very important.
Kicked out speculative knowledge.
So what all he added?
Impersonal.
He told so many volumes of books are being published and they are thrown out after 6 months.
They are all useless. After 6 months, that is all useless. Throw it away. Rebo. We have na Bhagavatam set is there. That is all time green, evergreen. So all other books, so many volumes of books are being produced, published every year in all over the world. So Gyan, people are wanting to know knowledge, so they go for these books. That is all useless knowledge. How did he, what does Namanta mean? Yes.
Namanta means be submissive and surrender yourself. Namanta eva.
Haribo. So why to be submissive? Yes. What is the name? Sarthak.
Shanta Kishore Das.
Shanta Kishore. Prabhu.
Prabhupada told that Krishna will reveal to you when you are submissive.
Why to be submissive? Yes.
Because Lord Krishna is giving the process in Bhagavad Gita. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnana.
Just acknowledge yourself that your senses are limited. You are subordinate even to the material nature, and what to think of, what to speak of God. Everyone is subordinate to control of the Supreme Lord. Maya adhyakshena prakruti suyate sa characharam. Nobody can be equal to or greater than God. Therefore, your qualification should be submissive. Like that Prabhupada concluded. Hari Bol. Little more he said ahead. Therefore, your qualification should be submissive. Don't waste your time in speculating. Be submissive. So, jnane prayasam udapasya namanta eva jivanti sanmukharitam. So, how did he explain sanmukharitam? Yes, Sachinda Bhagwan Prabhu.
We have to hear from the realized soul about the glories of the Lord, who is authorized in disciple section.
Don't go to the unauthorized person. Hari Bol. And then he said how Arjuna also, in Bhagavatam Krishna says, evam parampara praptam imam rajasya vidu. And then Arjuna also accepted the authority of Krishna, param brahma, param dham, etc. As soon as we become submissive, what happens? Yes, Mother.
If we become submissive and hear from authorized source, then swayam eva spurite jnano. That means the transcendental knowledge gets revealed to us.
Yes. Hari Bol. As soon as you become submissive and hear from authorities, then the whole thing will reveal within yourself. God is always ready to be revealed to you. But how does He reveal? He reveals as soon as you become submissive. You become devotee. You become Krishna conscious. You just follow the path traversed by the great Mahajans, great Acharyas. Then He reveals the whole thing. If you follow this principle to understand the Supreme Lord, personality of Godhead, then what will be the result? These are Prabhupada's words only. What will be the result? Yes, bro.
You yourself will feel that you have got something.
Got something.
He gave the example of the person who eats the food, feels the nourishment. And that is that can be pursued pratyaksha directly.
There is a verse in Bhagavad Gita 10.3. It is that's what Prabhupada quoted. Anybody? Yes. Yes. Yomam ajam anadim cha vetti lokamaheshwaram. One who understands me to be ajam, unborn, anadim, to be the source of everything, vetti lokamaheshwaram, the Lord and Master of all the planets. Asammudaha samarteshu. He will be not sammudaha, he will not be a fool, he will be very intelligent. Sarva papai pramuchyate, and he will be freed from all the sinful reactions. Hari Bol. How did he explain the word anadi? And which verse did he quote for that? Yes.
Prabhupada explained that anadi means it has no cause, and he quoted Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha.
And he is the cause of all causes also, both anadi, and he is not caused by any other cause. Ishvara Param Krishna. Hari Bol. So that word asammudaha, yomam ajam anadim cha vetti lokamaheshwaram, asammudaha samarteshu. How did he say two things he said. Yes.
Asammuda, he said, not accepting blindly and not by speculation. We have to hear from authorized sources.
Something more? Correct. Half the answer is correct. Something more? Nobody knows. Not accepting asammuda, so he said, not accepting blindly, don't accept blindly. You have God, then he said, God has given you power of reasoning, power of arguments, but don't argue falsely. So, positive and negative, both Prabhupada said, don't accept blindly, that negative part, and positive side is, you have the power of reasoning. Ask questions, not in an argumentative way. Hare Bol. So, it's very important that we inquire, otherwise foolishness will not go away. So somebody may say that I cannot be a surrendered soul. This explanation is only going on, little ahead is showing. Namanta, unless you become submissive, I cannot be a surrendered soul. So where to surrender? Which verse was that? Yes.
One who is coming in disciplic succession. So to them we have to submit. Tadviddhi pranipadena pariprasnena seva, that verse.
Hare Bol. So what we have to do? Where to surrender? To know something? Yes, Tribhang Gopal.
It says Srotram Brahmanishtam.
That comes little ahead. That is philosophical. This is in general.
We have to do a little test.
Hare Bol. So he said, where? Pranipat. Where will you find a person? He is a person where I can surrender. Where is that person? Then that means we have to make a little test where to surrender. That much knowledge you must have. Don't surrender to any nonsense. And how the intelligence or nonsense can be found out, that is also mentioned in the Shastra. Katha Upanishad says. So what does Katha Upanishad say? That verse and meaning. Yes.
Tad vijnanartham sa gurumeva abhigachet. Surrender to Guru for understanding, for right.
You must approach. And what? Next part also? Okay, chalo. Hare Bol. Next part.
Samit Pani Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. So Shrotriya means he should come in disciplic succession, heard from the authorities. And Brahmanishtam means he should be fixed in absolute truth.
Hare Bol. Brahmanishtam means he is fully convinced about the supreme absolute truth. Pranipat he elaborated. Then you have to surrender. Pranipat. Pranipat means he told Sanskrit also, English and elaboration also. Yes.
Prakrishta Rupen Nipata, fully surrendered, complete.
No reservation, Prabhupada said. And something more? Okay, take it. Hare Bol. So then, okay, chalo, we surrender. So what else we have to do in this only? Prabhupada elaborated all these things. Yes.
Being submissive, then you have to serve him, then please him, and then knowledge will be.
Question him.
Question
him also.
Question him, then
the whole thing will reveal. Hare Bol. You have to find out such an authoritative person and surrender unto him. Surrendering unto him means surrendering unto God, because he is God's representative. But you are allowed to make questions, not to waste time, but for understanding. That is called pariprashna. So then Prabhupada said, what not to do also. If you remember. If we don't adopt the process, of submission and all that, and simply waste our time by intoxication and speculation and all nonsensical activities, oh, that is not possible ever. You will never understand what is God, because God is not understandable even by the demigods and by the great sages. What is our teeny efforts? Teeny. So then he said, when you surrender like that in a proper way, so what are the effects? He quoted a verse also from Bhagavatam. He gave analogy also. Somebody already covered it a little bit, yeah.
Prabhupada gave that you will realize yourself. So just by eating the food, the person feels nourished and satisfied. Similarly, Pratyakshavagam, the process is Pratyakshavagam, directly perceived. So you will immediately feel nourished.
You will understand, yes, I am making progress. Hare Bol. Prabhupada said it is very easy. How it is very easy? Yes, Balraj Prabhu.
Prabhupada said, you have nice prasad, you chant, you have nice prasad, you dance on musical kirtan, and yeah. So
Is it very difficult?
Is it very difficult, Prabhupada?
No, not at all. Hare Bol. Not at all. So by this process you will be asammudaha. Nobody can cheat you. But if you want to be cheated, there are so many cheaters. So don't make a cheater and cheated society. Just follow the parampara system as it is prescribed in the Vedic literature, as it is recommended by Krishna. Try to understand it from the authoritative source and try to apply in life. Asammudaha sammartyeshu. What did he say about martya? Yes.
He is sure to die, or he is already destined to die. Means
who all come in that?
Marteshu.
Who all come in that category?
All people.
All people.
Born
Yeah.
people.
From Brahma down to insignificant ant, they are all martya. Martya means is a time when they will die. Hare Bol. In this material world, what happens to us? This is almost coming to the end now. Yes, Sushant Prabhu.
In this material world, consciously or unconsciously, we will be making sins and will be getting entangled in the sinful activities and everything.
Hare Bol. In this material world, knowingly or unknowingly, we are all always committing sinful acts. So we have to get out of this reaction. And how to get out of it? One verse and yeah.
यज्ञार्थात् कर्मणो अन्यत् लोकोऽयं कर्मबन्धनः. If work done is not for satisfying the Lord Vishnu, then it will cause bondage.
And if you work for Krishna,
you will be liberated.
Hare Bol. See, the positive side is asked, na? How to get out of it. So if we say that that is not offered to Krishna, then it will cause bondage. But the other side also has to be told. If you do act only for Krishna, yajna means Vishnu or Krishna. If you act only for Krishna, then you are freed from the reaction of anything, means everything. Shubha Shubha Phalai. So what happens if we do auspicious and inauspicious things? Are we doing that? Yes.
We don't need to do with anything auspicious or inauspicious because we are connected to the most auspicious.
Krishna. Sarva papair vimuchyate. Hare Bol. Prabhupada said we do something auspicious or inauspicious, but those who are in Krishna consciousness and acting in that way, he has nothing to do with what is auspicious or inauspicious because he is in touch with the most auspicious Krishna. So therefore, sarva papai pramuchyate. He becomes freed from all reactions of sinful activities. What was the conclusion? Yes.
Prabhupada told to just follow the process and it is easy to make advancement.
This is the process, and if we adopt this process, so ultimately we can get in touch with Krishna and our life becomes successful. The process is very simple. Everyone can adopt. Hare Bol. Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. ग्रंथरा श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की, निताय गौर।